Hello viewer, welcome to my YouTube channel Software Testing. As part of software testing tutorial, today I'll show you how you can enable disable Selenium TestNG test. In order to do that, we'll use Eclipse IDE. You can use any other IDE. Once you are in Eclipse IDE, go to File, then click New, then click Java Project. You need to give your project name over here. Let's say my project name is TestNG. Then click Finish. Here is the project is created. If you expand here, there is a source folder. Here is the module info.java. We don't need that. Let me delete this one. Okay. Now select the source folder, right click in the source folder, then click New. Then you need to create a package. So package name basically it's a practice. It's reversed to the domain name. Let's say com.qa. You can put any name based on your project. Then click Finish. Once package is created, then right click in the package, then click New. If you don't see over here TestNG, then click Other. Then you need to go to the TestNG class, then click Next. Once you are in here, in the source folder, you need to keep up to source. Thereafter, you need to define the class name. Let's say TestNG enable. You can put any name, whatever you like, based on your test, based on your project. So I am taking before method annotation and after method. Check that too, then click Finish. Once you are finished over here, you see lot of red mark. So if you do mouse over in the red mark, it is asking you need to add TestNG library because it is the TestNG class. Click that add TestNG library. You see TestNG library added and all red mark is gone. So basically the structurized the script, Control X. So first thing before method, thereafter test, thereafter after method. In that way you can organize your test script. So before writing any script, you need to add Selenium in this project. How you can add? Select the project, right click, then go properties, then you need to select Java build path, then you need to select class path. Hereafter right side add external jar. So here is my Selenium jar downloaded. Wherever your jar is downloaded, you need to navigate there and select all the jar file. Then click open. Once it is open in here, then click apply. Thereafter you need to click apply and close. Everything is set it up. TestNG is here, also Selenium jar is here. Now we need to write our test. Basically what we will do, we will create multiple tests over here and we will, based on our needs, we will enable disable test and we can run anytime. So let me write the code. First thing, web driver equal to null. If you see red mark mouse over always, then you need to import web driver org.openqa.selenium. Red mark will go out. Before method. How before method, after method and test is work? If you have the multiple test, before method will run before every test, and once run before method, then it will run test, then after method. If you have multiple test, every test will work in the same way. So before method, first thing we need to system dot set property key value pair. So key is the web driver dot gecko dot driver. Basically we will use Firefox browser. In order to do the Firefox browser, we need to web driver gecko dot driver. Here you need to give the path for the gecko driver. So basically I copied all the path and necessary information over here. Let me copy from here and paste it over here. So your code writing finish with the semicolon. Thereafter you need to write driver equal to new Firefox driver. Every line, once it is finished, you need to put semicolon. It's a Java rule. Mouse over in the Firefox driver, then import the package, then error will be gone. Thereafter you need to driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Then you need to do driver dot get. Here you need to insert your URL, the application you will test. So basically here is our application saucedemo.com. We will use that application. First test one user ID and password will log in, then go log out. Another user comes in. We will do multiple 3 user with the same script with the multiple test. So that is our goal. So paste it over here. So before method, what it will do, every test this code will execute. Thereafter test, thereafter after method. So now is the test part. Driver dot find element by dot id dot send keys. First thing we need to send keys means we need to send user ID. Thereafter same thing will happen. Let me copy those things. And also thereafter driver dot find element by dot id. Then we need to click in the login button dot click. Thereafter once you are, let me go to the application, let's say standard user, it is username, then secret sauce is the password, click over here, then login, then you need to click this link, thereafter logout button. So that means another click and then logout button click. So let me do that. Login in the same code will work. Copy, Ctrl V, then click. Thereafter we need to do another click. So now we need to figure out the properties. How you can figure it out the properties? Let me do the logout. Logout. Here you need to go. I'm doing one. You can do multiple things. That's them. Right click, inspect. You need to see here is the, if you get ID then it is good username. So you need to copy from here. In this way you can figure it out all the elements ID. Basically in order to make video shorter, I make all the ID, whatever element properties, I picked all of those. Let me copy from there and paste it over here. So basically username, then we need to enter the username as a standard user, copy that and paste it over here. Similar way you need to use the password field, Ctrl C, then you need to send, here is the password field and password is secret sauce. Then we need to click the login button. Login button properties is login button, this one. Thereafter we need to another click before logout in this button. Copy from here, paste it over here, and also last logout button we need to click. It is the logout button properties. So paste it over here. Now we need to, after method, we need to driver dot quit. It will quit the application. It will close the browser. That's all for in one test. In order to see the application after logout, we need to do some wait time, which is thread dot sleep. You can do 5000 millisecond, which is 5 seconds it will wait, thereafter it will close. So if you mouse over in the red mark, add throws declaration, red mark will be gone. So now this test name, let's say this one test name is first test method. Then we can copy those whole thing, we can do multiple tests over here. So this one will be the second test. Also we can do another test, that name will be third test. So in order to verify which test is running and which is not, then we can do syso control space system out.println first test executed. Then we can copy from here. Also we can paste it over here, because console message you will see this one after execution. Second test executed. Same thing we can do in the third test. Third test executed. So basically if you run this time, it will execute all three tests. So let me save it and right click, run as TestNG test. You can see 3 times it will execute, and it will print the console message as a first test executed, second one. You see, first time it opens, browser opens, it will maximize and source demo navigated, it will put username, password, then log out. Now it will wait 5 seconds and close the browser. You see, first test executed in the console message. Thereafter, similar way, second test execution started. So it is done, waiting 5 seconds. You see, second test executed in the console message. Third time it is running, browser maximize. You see that login completed, log out. Now it is waiting, it will close the browser. Browser close. That means all 3 tests, you see test run completed and pass 3. Now the question is how you can enable and disable the test. That is our main goal. Let's say here is our 3 tests, we don't need to run 1 test. Then what you will do? So let's say here you need to add little parameter, enabled equal to false. If you use this enabled equal to false or true, for true you don't need to write anything, but if you don't want to run this third test, you can do false. Then it will not execute this test. TestNG will execute as per false. It will not execute third test, it will execute first and second test. So save it, then right click, run as TestNG test. Take a look in the console how it goes. So it is running, browser open. Same task it will do, login, log out, application close. So you see first test executed, and thereafter it will run the second one. Same thing, it is executed second one, thereafter it will not execute the third one because it is false. You see, 2 tests pass and 2 completed. So in this way you can enable or disable any test in TestNG. So let me copy this one. Let me disable the second one too. We want to do only the first one. Let me do this wait time before logout. Let me do over here. So let me delete this one because we want to see the logout activity. So let me save it. This time 2 is disabled and only 1 is enabled. So right click, run as TestNG test. You see, it is running. It will execute only first test. You see, browser open, it is navigated, login, it will wait time over here. In previous test, wait time was the before logout. You see, only first test executed. Test 1 is passed. In this way, you can write multiple tests within a class in TestNG class with the test annotation, but you can control your test run with enable or disabling. So let me do, if we delete this line, that means it is enabled. Also you can make like this way to true, enable true. So now save it and also run it. That means if you don't mention anything, that will run, and also enabled equal to true will run. In the either way you can work TestNG test. So it is running, you see, as usual. Log out, completed. Now it will run the second test. You see, second test, as it is enabled, is true. So it is completed, second test executed, it is 2 tests pass. In this way you can enable or disable any test. In real life, when you are doing your testing, there are multiple tests within a class, and all the class all the time is not needed, so you can enable or disable in this way. So I believe this will be very helpful for those who are new in software testing as well as Selenium with TestNG. If you think this is helpful, please like my video, subscribe my channel and share it to others. Also, if you have any question, please make a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching this video.